Hey folks, with Trump back in the White House, many are wondering if the H1B visa rules will get stricter again. I get a ton of messages every single day on this topic, so I thought, hey, let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? So while nothing has happened yet or changed yet, we have seen it happen before. So there's a chance that it could happen again. So let's be prepared for it. However, it is uncertain since Trump has also expressed support for H1B. So the messages are a little mixed here, to be honest. Let's break down what potential stricter rules could mean for those of us in the US and also back home in India, and more importantly, how India can stay ahead. Let's dive into this. Hi everyone, this is Simon Shetty, your host and the founder of Smart Green Card Program. We are not immigration attorneys and we do not provide any legal representation. We are for personalized advice regarding your specific immigration matters. You should always consult a licensed US immigration attorney. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's dive in. First, let's discuss about what could happen if H1B rules become stricter and how it could impact India specifically. First of all, let's talk money. If fewer Indians can land those high-paying jobs in the US, those tech roles, remittances back to India might take a hit. This isn't just about supporting families. There are these remittances that boost India's foreign exchange reserves and its overall economy as well. A drop here could impact a lot of people. Now, think about Indian IT giants like Infosys, Wipro, and TCS. They might also face difficulties sending talent to the US for projects, and they can't deploy workers that easily. So it could result in lost contracts, shrinking revenues, and also a general blow to India's standing as a global IT leader. We might also see something called reverse brain drain if that happens. So if job opportunities in the US start drying up, more and more skilled professionals could return to India because they have to at the end when they don't get the H1B. So while this could bring in more talent to India, it could also flood cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, leading to more competition for the already scarce jobs and potentially lower wages, especially in tech. And it's not just in the US. Indian professionals might also consider other countries with friendlier immigration policies, such as Canada, which is also getting stricter these days. There's Australia, Germany, and many more countries as well. So if the US continues to tighten its policies, these countries could become the new hotspots for skilled Indian tech workers. Now, what can India do to stay strong in the face of these challenges though? Let's start with the startup ecosystem. India has been making some great strides here with the initiatives like Startup India. Now, it's all about moving up the value chain. The past generation of entrepreneurs in India was about consulting companies, and the current generation of entrepreneurs in India is mostly about product-driven companies. So moving up the value chain is essential to capture a lot of value in the process, thereby giving rise to more profitable, larger companies. The government can ramp things up by offering more financial incentives, which it is already doing, tax breaks, incubation programs, and all of these things. These would actually help returning professionals start their own businesses and help job opportunities grow back home. We have several examples, including the famous ones like Sridhar Vembu, the founder of Zoho, and not even runs the company from a big city, but a small town or actually a village. So India is already seeing growth in sectors like AI, fintech, and blockchain. So both the government and private sector should actually double down on these industries by pushing ahead with cutting-edge tech, which will help enable India to attract the global investments that are needed to create these new job opportunities and positioning themselves as a global tech leader. Now, post the pandemic though, remote work has become a huge trend. India can take advantage of this by strengthening its digital infrastructure and offering more incentives for global companies to hire from India. And this way, companies like Twitter, Facebook, Microsoft, etc. have mostly embraced remote work. India could become their go-to destination for top tech talent. India is also making a lot of moves. Every single time I come to India, I'm amazed by the amount of upskilling programs and upskilling platforms like Coursera and Udemy that government directly coordinates with to give more accessible resources to people to build their skill sets. To stay competitive in the global market though, the focus should be on training professionals in fields like cybersecurity, cloud computing, and machine learning. All of these fields that we consider as very critical fields in the West, but in general for the world as well. It's time to diversify beyond just IT. India can focus on expanding exports in sectors like manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and even renewable energy. This will help the economy stay strong and even evolve to a much stronger place. And even if there's less reliance on tech, it still wouldn't hurt. India has been building some strong trade relations with other countries as well, other than the US, like Japan and the UAE, and has been offering some pretty reasonable visa regimes for many countries as well. Strengthening partnerships with countries like Canada, the EU, Australia, all these will open doors for new job opportunities, trade and investments too, which the government is seriously considering. And lastly, supporting innovation and R&D is the key. India is home to its growing tech and innovation scene, but more investment in research and development is what's needed to move people up the value chain, to give rise to more valuable companies which are higher in the value chain. And that will lead to innovations that attract both global talent as well as investment. And while Trump has been critical of the H1B program in the past, he has expressed support for it. And so far at least, he has stuck to his promises. Things may not drastically change, but it's still wise for India to be prepared and Indians in the US to be prepared as well. So what do you think? Should India be doing more to prepare for potential changes in the US immigration policies, or should you wait and see and just adapt as we go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.